Have you ever wondered if the coins sitting in your pocket, old jars, or forgotten collections could be worth a fortune? Some Jefferson nickels that look ordinary may have rare features, unique details, and incredible collector demand. In this video, we'll explore 5 hidden treasures that many people accidentally spend without realizing their true value. Stay with us and discover what makes these coins so special. First coin, the 1969D Jefferson nickel featuring Monticello, a coin that many people may have accidentally spent, lost, or overlooked without realizing its potential value. The Jefferson Nickels series began in 1938, replacing the buffalo nickel design. It was created by famous coin designer Felix Schlag, who placed a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, on the reverse side. The design became one of America's longest-running circulating coin designs and remains popular among collectors today. The 1969D Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint and carries the D Mint mark beneath Jefferson's portrait. The Jefferson Nickels series began in 1938, replacing the buffalo nickel design. It was created by famous coin designer Felix Schlag, who placed a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Jefferson's historic home, Monticello, on the reverse side. The design became one of America's longest-running circulating coin designs and remains popular among collectors today. The 1969D Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint and carries the D Mint mark beneath Jefferson's portrait. During this era, the United States Mint continued producing the traditional copper-nickel composition used for regular Jefferson nickels. The coin contains 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a durable appearance that allowed many examples to survive decades of circulation. This 5-cent coin has a standard weight of 5 grams, a diameter of approximately 21.21 millimeters, and a thickness of about 1.95 millimeters. Its edge is plain, with no grooves or markings. Although these specifications may sound ordinary, collectors know that the true value of a coin often comes from its condition, strike quality, and unique characteristics rather than just its metal content. The obverse of this Jefferson nickel shows Thomas Jefferson facing left, surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. The reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, along with "E pluribus unum," Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. The details of Monticello are especially important because sharp steps on the building can make certain examples much more desirable to collectors. What makes this 1969D Jefferson nickel exciting is its surface quality and collector appeal. A coin described as having fine surface condition can attract attention if it shows strong design details, attractive natural toning, and minimal damage from circulation. Collectors carefully examine areas such as Jefferson's hair, the lettering, and the steps of Monticello to determine whether the coin has special qualities. One of the most important features collectors look for in Jefferson nickels is the full steps designation. This refers to clearly visible, complete steps on Monticello. Because of striking challenges, many nickels from this period do not show fully detailed steps. Coins with exceptional strikes can become highly desirable and receive premium attention from advanced collectors. The rarity of a coin is not always determined by how many were made. The 1969D Jefferson nickel had a large production number, but finding examples with outstanding preservation and rare strike characteristics can be much more difficult. Collectors are constantly searching through old collections, coin jars, and inherited estates, hoping to discover a special example that was hidden away for decades. This particular coin, with its unique condition and collector interest, is considered by enthusiasts as a potential hidden treasure. A rare high-value example may attract serious attention from collectors who appreciate unusual Jefferson Nickels and exceptional preserved coins. The market value can vary greatly depending on authentication, grading, and special features, with rare examples reaching extraordinary prices in the collector world. For collectors searching for a 1969D Jefferson nickel, careful examination is extremely important. Never clean the coin, because cleaning can reduce its collectible value. Use proper lighting and magnification to inspect the surface. Look for strong details, check the Monticello steps, and consider professional grading if the coin appears exceptional. Store valuable coins in protective holders to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Many people have unknowingly lost valuable coins simply because they did not recognize what they had. A small nickel sitting in an old jar, a forgotten collection, or loose change could contain a piece of American history waiting to be discovered. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could turn out to be something truly remarkable. The 1969D Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent piece. It represents American history, craftsmanship, and the passion of collectors who search for rare treasures hidden in everyday places. So before you spend your old nickels, take a closer look, because the next coin you find could be the hidden treasure everyone is searching for. Next coin, the 1984p Jefferson nickel featuring Monticello. This coin represents American history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovering something valuable that many people accidentally overlook or spend without knowing its true collector appeal. The Jefferson Nickels series was introduced in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. The design was created by Felix Schlag and features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the front and Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, on the reverse. For generations, this design has remained one of America's most recognizable circulating coins and continues to attract collectors around the world. The 1984p Jefferson nickel was produced at the Philadelphia Mint and carries the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. Philadelphia produced hundreds of millions of these nickels, but collectors know that rarity is not only about the number made. The condition, strike quality, special varieties, and preservation of an individual coin can dramatically increase its desirability. The 1984p issue had a reported mintage of 769,000 coins. This 5-cent coin has a traditional copper-nickel composition made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 5 grams, has a diameter of about 21.20 millimeters, and a thickness near 1.95 millimeters. The coin has a smooth, plain edge with no grooves. These standard specifications make it a familiar piece of American pocket change, but hidden details can make certain examples much more interesting to collectors. The front of the coin displays Thomas Jefferson's left-facing portrait with the words, "In God We Trust," Liberty, the date 1984, and the Philadelphia P mint mark. The reverse shows Monticello in detailed architectural form, along with E Pluribus Unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. The building details on the reverse are especially important because collectors closely examine the steps of Monticello when searching for premium examples. One of the most fascinating features of Jefferson Nickels is the full steps designation. This refers to clearly visible, complete steps at the base of Monticello. Because coins can suffer from weak strikes, many examples do not show sharp step details. A 1984p Jefferson nickel with strong details, excellent preservation, and clearly defined Monticello steps can become much more desirable among advanced collectors. The old fine condition of a coin can tell a story. A circulated 1984p Jefferson nickel may show signs of its journey through everyday life, including light wear, surface marks, or natural toning. However, collectors carefully study every detail because even a coin that appears ordinary can have special characteristics that make it stand out. The rarity of this coin comes from the combination of condition and collector demand. While many 1984p nickels were produced, finding exceptional examples with strong strikes, attractive surfaces, and unusual characteristics can be challenging. Collectors often search through rolls of coins, old collections, and family coin jars, hoping to discover a rare variety or a beautifully preserved specimen. The market value of a 1984p Jefferson nickel depends heavily on its grade, certification, strike quality, and special features. Some highly desirable examples with exceptional characteristics can attract serious interest from collectors. A coin with rare qualities may command a much higher value than its original 5-cent face value, making it an exciting discovery for anyone who enjoys coin hunting. For collectors searching for this Jefferson nickel, careful handling is extremely important. Never clean the coin, as polishing or chemicals can permanently damage its collectible surface. Use a magnifying glass to inspect Jefferson's portrait, the lettering, and the Monticello steps. Look for unusual doubling, strong details, and signs that the coin may have special characteristics. If a coin appears valuable, professional grading and authentication can help determine its true collectible status. Many valuable coins have been lost simply because people did not recognize their importance. A forgotten nickel sitting in a drawer, an old piggy bank, or a family collection could contain a piece of history waiting to be discovered. The excitement of numismatics comes from the possibility that an everyday coin could become an extraordinary treasure. The 1984p Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent piece. It is a small piece of American history that connects collectors with the past. With its classic Jefferson portrait, detailed Monticello design, and potential for rare collector qualities, this coin reminds us that treasures can sometimes be hiding in the most unexpected places. Next coin, the 1989D Jefferson nickel featuring Monticello, a coin that has captured attention because of its history, design, and potential as a collector treasure. The Jefferson nickel is one of America's most recognizable coins. It was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it was designed by Felix Schlag. The coin honors Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, with his portrait on the front and his famous home, Monticello, displayed on the reverse. For decades, this design has remained a favorite among collectors because it combines American history with detailed artwork. The 1989D Jefferson nickel was produced at the Denver Mint and carries the D Mint mark below the date on the obverse side. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these nickels, but collectors understand that a coin's value is not always based only on its production numbers. Condition, strike quality, surface appearance, and special characteristics can make certain examples much more desirable. The reported mintage for the 1989D Jefferson nickel was 570 sarcens, 842,474 coins. This 5-cent coin has the traditional Jefferson nickel composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 5 grams, measures about 21.20 millimeters in diameter and has a thickness of around 1.95 millimeters. The coin features a smooth, plain edge and a round shape. Although these specifications are common for Jefferson Nickels, collectors know that the smallest details can sometimes create the biggest discoveries. The front of the coin shows Thomas Jefferson's left-facing portrait, along with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," the year 1989, and the Denver D mint mark. The reverse displays the beautiful image of Monticello, surrounded by the words, "E pluribus unum, United States of America," and 5 cents. The architectural details of Monticello are especially important because collectors carefully examine the steps of the building for strong and complete definition. One of the most exciting features collectors look for in Jefferson Nickels is the full steps designation. Full steps means the tiny steps on Monticello are clearly visible and sharply struck. Because many coins have weak strikes or worn details, Jefferson Nickels with exceptional Monticello details can become highly desirable among serious collectors. A circulated old fine condition 1989D Jefferson nickel can tell an amazing story. Every mark, surface change, and sign of wear represents a journey through American commerce. Some coins pass through thousands of hands before being saved by someone who recognizes their potential. Natural toning, clear lettering, and strong design details can make a coin more interesting to collectors. The rarity of this coin comes from finding an exceptional example among a large number of ordinary coins. While many 1989D Jefferson Nickels were produced, coins with special qualities, unusual preservation, or outstanding details are much harder to locate. Collectors often search through old coin albums, inherited collections, and forgotten containers of change, hoping to discover a rare piece. Collector demand for Jefferson Nickels remains strong because the series is affordable for beginners but also challenging for advanced collectors. Many enthusiasts try to complete full collections by date, mint mark, and condition. High-quality examples with impressive strikes can attract serious attention from collectors who appreciate the craftsmanship behind these coins. The market value of a 1989D Jefferson nickel depends on its condition, rarity, authentication, and special features. While ordinary circulated examples usually have modest values, exceptional coins with rare characteristics can receive much higher interest in the collector market. A coin that looks like simple pocket change could become a valuable discovery if it has the right qualities. For anyone searching for a 1989D Jefferson nickel, careful inspection is essential. Never clean the coin, because cleaning can damage its original surface and reduce collector appeal. Use proper lighting and magnification to examine Jefferson's portrait, the lettering, the mint mark, and the Monticello steps. Look for unusual details, strong strikes, and any features that make the coin stand out. Professional grading can also help determine the true quality of a valuable coin. Experts examine factors such as wear, surface condition, strike strength, and overall preservation. A properly graded coin can give collectors more confidence when buying, selling, or protecting their treasures. Many people accidentally lose valuable coins because they never take a moment to look closely. A forgotten nickel in an old box, a family collection in the attic, or spare change sitting in a jar could contain a fascinating piece of history. Coin collecting is exciting because treasures are not always found in expensive places. Sometimes they are hiding in everyday life. The 1989D Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent coin. It represents American history, the artistry of Felix Schlag's design, and the endless search for hidden treasures. Every coin has a story, and some stories are waiting to be discovered. Next coin, the 1971D Jefferson nickel featuring Monticello. This coin represents American history, skilled craftsmanship, and the excitement of discovering something special that many people accidentally lose or spend without knowing its potential. The Jefferson Nickels series began in 1938 and replaced the famous Buffalo nickel. The design was created by renowned artist Felix Schlag, featuring the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, on the reverse. This design has remained one of America's most recognizable coin designs and continues to inspire collectors decades after its introduction. The 1971D Jefferson nickel was produced at the Denver Mint and carries the D Mint mark on the front of the coin. The Denver Mint struck 144,800 examples of this coin, but collectors understand that a coin's true appeal depends on more than just the number produced. Condition, strike quality, surface preservation, and special characteristics can make certain examples much more interesting to collectors. This 5-cent coin is made from a copper-nickel alloy containing 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 5 grams, has a diameter of about 21.20 millimeters, and a thickness of around 1.95 millimeters. The edge is plain and smooth. These specifications are standard for Jefferson nickels of this era, but the smallest details can sometimes make a coin stand out from millions of others. The front of the 1971D Jefferson nickel displays Thomas Jefferson's left-facing portrait with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," Liberty, the date 1971, and the Denver Mint mark. The reverse features the beautiful image of Monticello, along with United States of America, E pluribus unum, and 5 cents. The detailed architecture of Monticello is one of the most important areas collectors examine when searching for premium examples. One of the most unique features collectors search for in Jefferson nickels is the full steps designation. Full steps refers to clearly visible and complete steps on Monticello. Because many coins can have weak strikes, finding a coin with strong, sharp architectural details can make it more desirable among advanced collectors. A 1971D Jefferson nickel in fine condition tells a story of its journey through American history. A circulated coin may show signs of everyday use, including light scratches, surface marks, and natural changes in color caused by age. However, collectors often appreciate coins that still maintain strong design details and attractive surfaces despite years of circulation. The rarity of this coin is connected to finding an exceptional example rather than simply the number of coins produced. Many 1971D nickels entered circulation, but coins with special qualities, unusual surfaces, strong strikes, or impressive preservation are much harder to find. Collectors often search through old coin jars, bank rolls, estate collections, and family albums, hoping to uncover a hidden treasure. Collector demand for Jefferson nickels remains strong, because this series is enjoyable for both beginners and experienced numismatists. Some collectors build complete collections by date and mint mark, while others focus on finding coins with special varieties, error features, or superior quality. The combination of historical importance and detailed design keeps Jefferson nickels popular in the collecting community. The market value of a 1971D Jefferson nickel depends on several factors, including condition, rarity, authentication, and special characteristics. While normal examples are usually common, a coin with exceptional features may attract significant interest from collectors. A rare high-quality example can become far more valuable than its original 5-cent face value. For collectors searching for a 1971D Jefferson nickel, careful examination is extremely important. Never clean the coin, because polishing or chemicals can damage the original surface and reduce collector value. Use a magnifying glass to inspect Jefferson's portrait, the mint mark, the lettering, and especially the details of Monticello. Look for strong strikes, unusual markings, and features that make the coin different from ordinary examples. Proper storage is also important. Keep valuable coins in protective holders and avoid touching the surfaces with your fingers, because oils and moisture can affect the coin over time. If a coin appears unusual or highly preserved, professional grading and authentication can help determine its true collectible quality. Many people have accidentally lost valuable coins because they never looked closely at their change. A forgotten nickel in an old drawer, a childhood collection, or a container of loose coins could be hiding a fascinating piece of American history. The excitement of coin collecting comes from knowing that treasures can appear in the most unexpected places. The 1971D Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent piece. It is a symbol of American history, artistic design, and the endless search for hidden treasures. Every coin has a journey, and some coins have stories that collectors dream of discovering. Last coin, the 2016D Jefferson nickel featuring Monticello, is one of those coins that reminds us valuable treasures are not always found in rare places. Sometimes they are hiding in everyday change, old collections, or forgotten jars. The Jefferson nickel is one of America's most famous circulating coins. First introduced in 1938, it was created to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The design was created by Felix Schlag and features Jefferson's portrait on the front and Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home, on the reverse. This design has remained popular with collectors because it combines American history, architecture, and artistic detail in a small 5-cent coin. The 2016D Jefferson nickel was produced at the Denver Mint and carries the D Mint mark on the obverse side. Although millions of these coins were produced, collectors understand that a coin's true appeal is not only based on mintage numbers. Condition, surface quality, strike strength, toning, and special characteristics can make certain examples much more interesting and desirable. The reported mintage for the 2016D Jefferson nickel was 759,600,000 coins. This 5-cent coin is made from the traditional Jefferson nickel copper-nickel alloy, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs approximately 5 grams, has a diameter of about 21.20 millimeters, and a thickness of around 1.95 millimeters. The coin has a smooth, plain edge and a round shape. While these specifications may seem ordinary, collectors know that small details can sometimes create extraordinary discoveries. The obverse of the 2016D Jefferson nickel displays Thomas Jefferson's portrait with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," the date 2016, and the Denver Mint mark. The reverse features Monticello in the center, surrounded by E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 5 cents. The detailed building design is one of the most important areas collectors examine when searching for high-quality Jefferson nickels. One unique feature that attracts collectors is the possibility of strong Monticello details, especially the full steps designation. Full steps refers to clearly visible steps on Monticello, showing that the coin received a strong strike during production. Coins with sharp architectural details are often more appealing because many examples do not display every fine detail clearly. The toning on a coin can also make it visually interesting. Natural toning develops over time as the surface reacts with its environment, creating different shades and patterns. Collectors often appreciate attractive, original toning because it can give a coin a unique appearance and show that it has aged naturally. However, artificial coloring or chemical changes can reduce collector interest. The rarity of the 2016 Jefferson nickel is not simply about how many were made. Since a large number entered circulation, the challenge for collectors is finding exceptional examples with beautiful surfaces, strong strikes, unusual appearance, or special characteristics. A coin with outstanding preservation can become much more interesting than an ordinary circulated example. Collector demand for Jefferson Nickels remains strong because this series offers something for everyone. New collectors enjoy searching for dates and mint marks, while experienced collectors focus on varieties, errors, full steps examples, and coins with exceptional quality. The excitement comes from knowing that even a common-looking nickel could have a feature that makes it stand out. The market value of a 2016 Jefferson nickel depends on many factors, including condition, grading, rarity, and collector interest. While most examples have modest values, coins with special qualities can attract attention from serious collectors. A rare high-quality example with unusual features may become far more valuable than its original 5-cent face value. For collectors searching through their change, careful examination is very important. Never clean a coin, because cleaning can permanently damage the original surface and lower its collectible appeal. Use a magnifying glass and good lighting to inspect Jefferson's portrait, the mint mark, the lettering, the surface condition, and the details of Monticello. Look for strong strikes, unusual marks, and natural toning that makes the coin different. Proper storage is another important step. Keep interesting coins in protective holders and avoid touching the surfaces too often. If you believe you have discovered an exceptional example, professional grading and authentication can help determine its true quality and collector value. Many people accidentally lose interesting coins because they never take the time to look closely. A nickel sitting in a drawer, a forgotten collection, or loose change from everyday purchases could contain a fascinating piece of American history. Coin collecting is exciting because hidden treasures can appear anywhere. The 2016 Jefferson nickel is more than just a 5-cent coin. It represents American tradition, detailed craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. Its Jefferson portrait, Monticello design, and potential for unique features make it a coin worth examining.